Hello and welcome. Let's run a high, low, buy low, sell high with two coins that have been getting their ass kicked, especially since when I have done this video. One coin is down about four times, five times. One coin is down significantly more than that since this point. If you want to play this game on small basic, the ticker symbol is XCF579. You need to go to the import button and it'll be available for you there. And yeah, I started off with one Bitcoin on each side, and didn't get as many coins. It's 97 ratio, 60 CPC and 5,830 BLK at the time. Would have been that of one Bitcoin, half a Bitcoin each. So let's look to buy there and say sell at 130. It goes down, so maybe we'll sell about 1,500 of the BLK. Look to buy back, say about more 36, sell it, say 79, and it does go to the 36 handle. So let's sell about 1,200 here. Look to buy back at say 21 and sell it, say 58. It goes below 20, so maybe go 1,250. And now it's even down like 18%, but let's go for bigger, deeper numbers than that. And now that we're getting so many sellers in a row, I want it close to double, not quite, but 36 and a half, and it goes down even below 10. That's a half off move. Let's do half of what we got. I guess we'll buy at 5 1/4, sell it, say, again, this is sick, 21. Oh boy, buy some more. We're only down to 960 of the BLK. That is sick. Yeah, when something goes straight down or straight up, obviously, this is the type of stuff that's going to happen. Let's sell like 425. It only leaves me with 535 back. I guess I'll suppose I'll buy at like 2 1/3. It seems to be that sick. I mean, the double game is at the point where I can almost consider triple. Well, there we go. That's even better than triple. No, it's not. It's almost that of triple. Probably about 2.9x, 2.92. So I have 535 BLK. I could just double that number. Probably wouldn't cost me too much. It cost me 37. I can even get more than that. So let's get 665 of them. Build up a BLK inventory if it's going to keep on going down. At least I got some arsenal to sell if it goes lower. And speaking of the lower price, I mean, it's kind of volatile still, so let's go 789 on the low. Sell it like 23. And there we have it. So let's sell maybe 375 of the newly acquired. Wait to buy some more at maybe 5. Sell again at 13 or even 12 and a half. Okay, guess we'll go like 375. This is sick. Do we hear 250? An auctioneer might be saying. Let's do like a 2x move on both sides, and it goes down half. I guess I'll do half myself, 225. At some point, I could just say I'm going all in, but let's do one even for that matter and go 5 forward up. Goes to one even. Let's do 115. Leave myself with 110 back. Just sick and crazy. Let's buy back at 55, sell it like 2.5. It goes to 2.5. So let's pretty much do the same thing that we did before. It's 140. Does that cost much? Oh, good thing I pushed the wrong button. 140. Hardly cost anything at all. So let me just sell CPC and sell about like 10% and get like 166. Buy it at like 140, sell it like 460. Okay, let's start selling a little bit higher percentages each time now. Maybe 110 now, it's like 20%. That's a 3x move to BLK. Now, do I want to take advantage of a 21% move? Yes, in real life. I don't want to do this quicker, so no. But in real life, for sure. Most likely, depending on the coin and its strategy. There's some coins, no, because 21% isn't big enough. But in most cases, yes. Back to this one. Maybe 3 even to buy, 8 1/3 to sell. So 822, let's sell 275 of them. Look to buy at 150, sell it for. Okay, go 250 of those coins. Look to say buy at 1, sell at say 230. Go 125. You can see how fast those BLK went down and how higher my CPC are. Again, I'll be very curious when this is over to see how far from or away from a Bitcoin these numbers are. Let's go to 0.62 and okay, didn't 0.62 low, 1.49 high. Okay, 263. What would 150 pull off? Not enough. 587's okay from 172, and I still leave myself with a good amount. But I mean, this has been going down, and you want to leave as many BLK to at least make those numbers bigger back and forth. It's one has to be really high, and the other has to be really low, and then back and forth switching over and over for it to really get large in the end. Let's go 170 buy and 355 sell. Okay, down to 128. Let's sell 300 of them. Let's go 75 buy and 195 sell. 258. Okay, let's figure out what a little over 200. I mean, that's still pretty small. I mean, I've been waiting on. I can do more than that. I mean, now I'm getting 832 on 459. That's really what I'm looking to do there. So let's go 175 buy, 360 sell. Okay, owning 1300. Let's go 350 to start. Go for a buy at 1, a sell at say 240. Okay, that's better than half off, so let's do more than half on my end. Look to buy at 44, sell at about $1.25, $1.45. So again, a 20% move. I'd say a little more, 325. That barely doubles it, so I have to go about 375, and I'm still not going to be too happy that it's like a 120, 130x gain. Okay, let's go to a buy at 0.9, sell at 2 and 2 ninths, and it goes up to 236. So let's go 295 now. Pick up 690, not bad. Let's go down to say 140 and up to say 375. It goes to 4. So let's sell another 275, or let's sell that anyway. Pick up 1100. Now 2772 is the sum, and the prices are starting to go back higher. 250 buy, say 580 sell. It goes to 660, so let's do 200. Now we got 4,000 of those BLK, one day 871. So let's go down to say 4 even, sell it say 9.25. It goes above that, so we can now sell the CPC at about 130 of them, 140, 135. Buy it back at 6, sell again at 15, and it goes to 15. And I didn't know this was happening. I just copied and pasted the data and just seen the first like 10 days, the last 10 days, and I know it goes slower, but I can't remember what the numbers were. I'm thinking it was like, well, let's just see how smart well, not smart. Let's see how bad I am as far as my memory. I think it was around 2 to 3 at the very end. But regardless of the fact, if the market goes from 9.5 to 15.7, I own 203. 75 seems like a legitimate number. So let's buy that back at 10, sell at 24. Let's buy that 75 back, flat out. So I had what I had before, and I'll look to gain more if it goes lower that way. Let's go to like 580 down, 15 up. Okay, so black self having 58, maybe 1,000. Does that get me anywhere near 200? Yes, it does. Okay, let's go to 3. Sell it, say 7.9. Okay, let's go 1,600 of them. Picking up 596. Let's buy it like say 145. Sell it 4.3. Goes up, so let's sell maybe 250. Goes up again, and that's a decent enough move. So let's sell another 200. And I guess we'll sell another 125 to cost average. And I guess we'll sell again. This time we'll go about 135. All those days in a row, that's just crazy. If it's going to do that, it's got to pull back down fast. That's like a no-brainer. So let's go 444 and up to like 16 goes down to 4. Okay, so I think at this stage you could do a conservatively nice buy. I mean, if you go to about 1,000, wrong button, that's still costly. But yeah, you'd have to. Only 2,000 is still only like 25% for a move of like 11 and a half down to 4. So let's go down to 2.9, sell it like 6.8. Okay, sell maybe 1,500 now, gain 537. Down to say 1.55, sell it 3.4. All right, let's see where we stand. I have to go back to my 1997 thinking. I think it worked. Control C. Well, 1306 and 4596. Now, why did it just do that? I pushed page up and went all the way to the top. There we go. Well, 267 was the final, yeah. So pretty decent memory there. Alrighty then. So 1307 of CPC. Multiply its price, which is the one here. Let's see what that computes to. 0.05. Yeah, 0.05, really. 0.05. Let's just increase the font size. I'm used to seeing bigger anyway. Yeah, 1,307 CPC are worth 0.05128. Okay. Black coin. 4,500 and, well, I'll even give you the 0.22 or 922. Let's multiply it by the price, which is right here. That computes to 0.06, so turning 1 into 0.118. Okay. Well, that's getting your asses kicked, I would think. Now, against the dollar, you'd have a little bit of reassurance that it's doing a little bit better from that point. But that still probably mean you're down against the dollar as well, because dollar has to be up 8 times higher, and that would be about, well, you never know. That's 700. So yeah, you'd be up maybe 50%, maybe 40% against the dollar. And you'd be up in your ownership on your CPC and BLK. For in this game, I started you with, let's just push the run button, I can get my number again, 60 and 58.30. Which means you increase these significant fold. And these you were barely able to hold on to. In fact, you actually lost about 25% of your ownership because you kept on selling that coin to buy CPC when it kept going down over and over and over again. And you got a major relief just from that one sick rally that it ended up having. But that wasn't enough to be able to come up with any profit. So to say that it's important to get coins that end up doing well is most certainly the case. To say it's important to not start off on periods when markets are at key highs, which isn't that hard to do, is pretty important. Okay. So, obviously, when I say at key highs, if you see it's up like 8 times from where it was 2 months ago and 3 months ago, it's up 3 times for the day, yeah, it's up too much. But if you look at coins today and you're like, oh, Theta's at 1,680, it's down like 5 times or 4 or 3 times in the last month and a half. It's pretty close to its all-time lows, or it's maybe just only 80% up from its lows. Yeah, a lot of coins are not up a lot. So to me, I think we're in fantastic starting point times. But if you put good coins together that at least don't go down, you should be fine. As long as they're neutral or better, it should be fantastic. If it's down, it's only down a little bit and it's got big volatility, then it could still easily be fantastic as well. Because the lack of loss, which might be something that's only 35 to 75% down, and 75% down in the case of cryptos isn't all that much. For let's just see how much these coins went down in value on each situation in here. So let's go back in here to the day that I started. And this was my little thing to tell me we were at the highs. And go to current prices. Okay, so this will be the BLK. This is the CPC. So BLK highly overperformed CPC as it only lost 5 times? Yeah, 5.8 times its value. Fantastic in comparison. Of course, I'm going from the high, so this was intentional to begin with, but from that point down, where did I? Yeah, right here. 96 and 2/3 times its value will round that baby up, and it has been at other points. More than 100 to 1, so 100 to 1, 100 times against Bitcoin it's lost. Um, it's not a good situation to have happened to you to lose that much. But again, you take it from a high. It's going to work out oftentimes that way. For DGB, what did it get up to, like 1,500? Well, 100 times on that is 15, so it hasn't lost that, but that's just the way the markets move. Alrighty, thank you for tuning in. Have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.